Hello, everybody. Oh my god, it was like a lot. Tony's right. How are you? So, the end of the semester is near. Essentially, I don't have any more classes. Today, Thursday, is my last class. By the time you see it, I will be starting my first full week of no classes, and the week after that, I graduate. So, yeah. So I'm excited. I still have things to do classwork wise and assignment wise because I like definitely went like 5 weeks without really doing anything. So I'm making my way through it to edit it and complete it and do all of that stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. I have a few writing assignments, like one 5-ish page paper, and then some other creative like responses that I need to like write, either like flash or some short fiction or something like that. Those are the things that I am interested in. So that's basically it. The semester is essentially done, and I'm just wrapping up assignments, so to speak. The only other thing is that like you will have it will be done by the time you see this, but we're having a graduate MFA reading. It's going to be like a 1 hour reading, like 2 hour graduate fair reception type thing. And so we're going to read from our books. So I'm going to read from my thesis book that I wrote, designed, and then we're going to have a book fair where you can purchase the books. So that's really exciting. I gotta make some of the art that I needed to make for the thing. And so, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that and figure that out. How I'm gonna do that, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I said I was gonna make jelly prints. I don't know if I'm gonna do that given the time constraint, but I'm gonna at least try to do the magnets because I feel like that's gonna work. The jelly prints, they're fine. It's just like you gotta make really big ones or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of see how this will work. Anyway, excited that classes are basically over. It means I can do a lot more reading. It means I can do a lot more writing. I definitely have some things that I really, really, really want to apply to. So to get the better, I always wanting to go to Panera, and then I just like never make it to Panera. And I think starting next week I can actively do that because I'll be done classes. So yeah, I'm waiting actually for my cap and gown to come in the mail. I ordered it the last full week of April, I think, and then it should be here in another. I guess the end of next week it should be here. It should be. That's like 3 weeks, you know. So thinking about that, and then kind of like going for it. A lot of my energy is focused on postgraduate kind of things, so postgraduate jobs, postgraduate like getting my degree, postgrad like starting a real writing practice outside of the university setting. That is what I'm focused on. I do have some books that I'm gonna read and share with you, and they're featured in like previous things that I have. And did I like put that book up? That video up? I have no idea. I don't know. But I should have put one up about getting a library card. I don't think I did. So I gotta like put that up here. But there's that. I made like what, over like 25 pounds worth of like canned goods. I gave that to the school, and then I went and donated to the career closet as well. So I'm going to make another donation to the career closet like next week, hopefully, because I think I think I'll have a lot of stuff to like give away, and so I'm like thinking about that. And yeah, it's just time to like rearrange and do things like that. But I'm most excited to start writing outside of the university setting, because that means I really don't have no classes to like help me with this. I have no classes to help me with this. And it's going to be interesting to see how the shift is when you don't have like constant workshops and stuff like that. I am really hold on, sorry, I'm really considering though joining it's EFA, Editorials Freelance Association, and then like my state's Writers Association. I'm interested in joining those, and then just making my calendar for what writing events are happening throughout the year, because they tend to happen every year, and then kind of like just checking them off and making a concerted effort. I really do want to make a concerted effort to not only still foster community, like I hate saying shit like that, foster community, but I do want to stay in contact with people and be around people who are also writing. I think that's just very important, because if you're not around people who are doing what you're trying to do, it becomes very hard to stay on track. And not that you need like you need to be self-directed and motivated, right? You can't rely on other people, but having a community of people that you can talk to about things and that they get it is kind of cool. I think that's something that's really important to me post-graduation. So really getting a community, getting a good schedule of writing events, not overloading myself, but I think if I'm no longer in school, I have to supplement that with being out at writer events and learning from other people, taking short courses online, things like that. Like those things are just gonna be important. So setting that foundation up right now is like what I'm going to do in the gap between graduation now, and not like I don't have the rest of the year, but like the gap between now and graduation is like tight enough that I can do other things that I have to do around the house, which I'll feature on my like actual lifestyle channel. But definitely fostering that. So the next big event is, like I said, the graduate reading. So I got to make some art. I have my books. I got my books. I got to put some to the side because I'm going to be sending out, I think, one in print somewhere, and then PDFs to the other one. So I have to actually go to the lab and make it a PDF that they can read, because I got to put the PDF with the cover and then the end on there as a new document. So I'm going to do that. And generally just like go forward with that. Write some more proposals for everything I'm trying to do, workshops and blah, 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 like all this kind of stuff. And yeah, like really just hone in. Again, I'm interested in craft. I am interested in developing the skill sets. And it's just going to be important to do that in the next 6 months to a year, because I think the high of graduating will be like, whoo, and then when you come down off of that, you still have to like pay bills and stuff like that, but like you also are now out in the world, and if you still want to write, you gotta stay writing, you know? So these are the things I'm thinking about, very heavily focused on those things. So the next 2 weeks, you'll probably start hearing me talk more and more about the things that I'm doing post-graduation. And I'm actually going to do a video after this about that. But yeah, this Saturday, I'm reading. I got my books. I showed you guys that. Proposals, I'm working on those. And then fostering community, I'm like looking out for all that stuff. So that's the little update. I still got to do these assignments, but Canvas is down, so I can't do it. I'm gonna try and see if tomorrow it's up and work on it. I might not work on it until like Saturday, low key. Because I want to like wash my hair, and I was thinking about getting my nails done and blah blah blah. Anyway, you know, those things. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.